One thing that I have learned about narcissistic abuse is that you cannot put your validation of your experience onto someone else, because there are other people that you could go to, you can confide in about your experience, but they will like to look at things through a logical standpoint. Like they want to look at you and say, well, what did you actually do to them to make them go do all these horrible things to you? Like a person is not going to just go after you for, like a group of people are not going to just go after you for no reason. Like there has to be reason. You had to have done something to them. They're trying to find a reason, as trying to poke holes and figure out, like, what did you do to them to make this happen? But the thing about narcissistic abuse is you don't have to do anything to these people for them to come over and start hurting you the way that they do. Now, before they start attacking you, they may bring up one small, minuscule, trivial thing and say, this is the reason as to why I'm hurting you. And they continue to hurt you afterwards. And they always go back to that one thing, or they just embellish on other things. Or it's always a collection of little mini things that you have done or allegedly done. Because a lot of times in narcissistic abuse, you know, your words are twisted. Things that you have done is embellished, and people are basically making these false accusations about you that are not true to make their treatment towards you justifiable. And when you truly go through narcissistic abuse and you know that you have not done anything that wrong to these people to make them treat you this way, and you have not done anything remotely close to what they have done to you, and you know for a fact that you had pure intentions the whole entire time and that you are dealing with just evil people. But a lot of times what people can do is they can try to, you know, basically take the side of your narcissistic abusers instead of taking your side. And what I mean by that is, if you go to a loved one and you say, I was abused by this group of people, they hurt me, they caused me trauma. And instead of them asking you, well, what type of hurt did they cause you? What type of trauma did they give you? How are you dealing with what they have done to you? Instead of them trying to inquire the impact that it had on you, they're wondering, well, what did you do to them? You obviously have done something to them. Because there are people that don't fully understand the severity of narcissistic abuse and what it entails and what it looks like. It's like people want to make sense of why you are abused and saying, well, maybe you deserved it. Maybe you did something to them that caused them to act this way. It's almost like they're trying to blame you for being abused. And that's just flabbergasting to me. So if you have people that have done this to you, stop talking to them, because they're going to try to tell you, oh, just forgive and forget. Just let it go. Just do this. But you cannot undo the damage that was done into your system. That's done to your nervous system. That's done to every part of your body, your whole heart and soul, your mind, body and soul, bro. And you realize that forgiveness is not going to undo the damage or regulate your nervous system. Forgiveness is not what you need.